High Guardian Spice.
High Guardian Spice.
High Guardian Spice with
High Guardian Spice.
High Guardian Spice
would have come through from any other studio.
In 2021, there are two ways to get people talking about your creation. The first one is to make it really good, and the next one is to make it truly bad. And when the first one requires passion, hard work, experience, and money, the latter doesn't need them. What that requires is diversity, woke culture, diversity again, and women who thinks all men should die. And if you follow through with it, you get High Guardian Spice, a Crunchyroll original show that told a story that we have never seen before.
Anyone has seen stories quite like the ones that we're going to tell.
No hate for the show. In reality, the show is not that bad. It's just mediocre. Mediocre to the point where it feels boring. To prove my point, let's look at the opening of High Guardian Spice. It's boring. We are 2 minutes in and nothing happened that will contribute to the development of the show or characters. And it goes like this for the entire episode. An opening sequence job is to establish the elements in your story and what we should look forward to seeing going forward. And a great example for this would be the opening in My Hero Academia.
If you keep on hurting him, I'll stop you myself.
You want to pretend to be a hero? You don't.
It just not established the world, it also tells us about the main characters. And all of this is done in just 40 seconds. And it's more impactful, creative, and above all, we audience can feel the work that went into this small scene. Compared to this, the opening in High Guardian Spice is... what should I even say? There's no creativity, no heart, it's just an opening for the sake of having an opening.
Spice is about 4 girls who live in a magical city and are going to school to become guardians.
And High Guardian Spice is a show about magic. But we have to wait 5 minutes to see the first use of magic. And it's a flying broom. What a creative thing.
So has a lot of heart.
And don't get me wrong for asking this, but why can't they use that broom to fly to the city that they want to go? It's easier and a lot less costly. Is it because magic doesn't work like that, or is it because of some other issues?
Anyone has seen stories quite like the ones that we're going to tell.
We are 6 minutes in and still we don't know a thing. The only thing we know is that these two characters need to get to Lingarth to attend a magic academy to become fierce dudes.
We'll be totally fearsome dudes.
Totally fearsome dudes.
That's it. That's what the show tells us. No clear story, no plot, no driving force. At least they should have tried to explain why these characters are going to this magic academy. Yes, I know, it's for learning magic, but why do they have to learn magic? In My Hero Academia, Deku wants to go to this academy so he can become a great hero. And that's his dream from early childhood. But why does Rosemary want to go to this academy? Does she have a goal she wants to achieve like Deku? I watched the first episode and I didn't find any. The only thing that even remotely close is a dream she has about her mother disappearing. So, does she want to learn magic to find her mother? The show is a mess, no clear basis for anything. I think it was written by some 5-year-old kid as a summer homework. And the animation is bad for a show that said this.
2D animated series. It's giving us an opportunity to do things artistically that a lot of other shows and other studios really have forgotten how to do.
It's stiff. Sometimes the background don't line up with the characters and the foods feel like it's photoshopped. Overall, it's bad. And the sound effects... There's this scene where a gargoyle is put as a bell, but instead of a roar or something that fits this scene, it's a bell sound that you can find anywhere. Again, no creativity. The gargoyle is there because it's kinda cool, I think. And I watched like 2 episodes now and I didn't find any boys. The academy is filled with women.
Really diverse, our cast is really diverse, and that's one of the things that excited me the most about it.
And spoiler alert, in the end, it's revealed that men are the bad guys. Why am I not surprised by this? It's because I watched it happen so many times that it has become irrelevant. And there are people working on this show that posts like #KillAllMan on Twitter. And the storyboard is
creative roles, and our writer's room is 100% female.
so it's no wonder why this ended up like this. No, it's not bad to show that men are bad, but you should find a more clever way to say that. And do I have to talk about the voice acting and dialogues?
And how girls look cute when they climb walls and stuff.
It's been fun, Aster, but... yeah.
The voice acting is bad but bearable in a way, but the dialogues are awful. And when I think that they were paid for this, it makes me more madder. And the person who wrote this should hear this. You are tasked with capturing the natural tempo of language and the reflexive dynamic of human conversation. And I'm sad to say this, but you don't get it. And the last point that I want to say is that LGBT is not a selling point. Before watching this show, I didn't know anything about LGBT. And it's a great thing that they are trying to tell us about it. But what I am saying is that that's not a selling point. And all the people who talk bad about this show is not an anti-LGBT. They are people who watched this show with high expectations and was betrayed by this cartoon. So, is there a way to fix this? I am not an expert or anything, but I think it can be fixed. The first thing they should do is hire people who understand what anime is, because the ones that worked on High Guardian Spice don't know what anime is, because however you look at it, it's a cartoon made for kids. Even if you put a content warning at the beginning of the show, it doesn't change the fact that it's made for kids. And try to tell a story that has a definite idea of what you're building towards, rather than trying to make it as you go forward. I am not some expert who knows everything, but I know a good story when I see it. And sadly, the story in Our Guardian Spice is not that.